Women have been conditioned by society to be, act, and think a certain way. Here at Girls IRL, we encourage women to challenge societal norms and embrace their femininity. With that being said, let's get into this week's episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Girls in Real Life podcast. I'm your host, Mariah Clayton, and happy Memorial Day. I hope you all are enjoying your 4-day weekend. Today, we are doing a summer bucket list episode, and I'm very excited because I've never really made a summer bucket list before. So coming up with the list of things to do was kind of fun and really made me think about things that I don't typically do, and also things that are summer related. And hopefully you guys enjoy them. This is literally my favorite time of year. I am a summer girly through and through. I love the sun. I love the heat. I love the bright colors. There's just something about a good summer that does something good for the soul. So I actually titled this "The Summer I Did Everything on My Bucket List" as a play on words to "The Summer I Turned Pretty." Have you guys watched that show on Amazon? I know it's been out for a little while, and I'm so ready for the next season to come out, but I am literally so obsessed with that show. Y'all, this sun keeps coming in and out. I'm so sorry. I literally look like a ghost right now, but I can't control it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's not why we're here. We're here to talk about my summer bucket list for 2024. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. The first thing I have on my bucket list, which is what everyone aspires to do during the summer, is go on a vacation. Who does not want to go on a vacation in the summertime? Somewhere tropical, somewhere warm, somewhere with sand. It's just one of those things that everyone looks forward to every single summer because it is literally just the break that you get from your everyday life. And I'm actually excited to say that we're going to Fort Lauderdale and Miami. We leave on June 12th and come back on the 17th, I think, because we're staying out there for 4 days or 5 days. And it's kind of like a family trip. So we're bringing Ace on the plane for the first time. We've driven with him in the car before when he was 5 months old, but he's never been on a plane before. And I'm very, very nervous. I do not want to be that person on the plane with the baby that I can't control, or that's crying, or is disturbing everybody's peace. So I'm trying to get all of the traveling with baby tips and advice that I can. I just feel like it's going to be really hard because he does not like to sit still. He is a busybody. He wants to be doing something. He wants to be in everybody's business. He wants to know what's going on. So I'm just nervous about him not being willing to sit on a plane in our seat for, I think the flight is 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours. So that's what I'm most worried about. I'm going to bring his snacks. I'm going to, download some stuff for him to watch on my phone or my iPad. I'm going to bring some toys, and we're just going to hope and pray that it goes well. It doesn't make it any better that our flight is at 5:30 in the morning. Who booked our flight at 5:30 in the morning, you might ask? Well, none other than your friend, Justin, okay? That is such a manly thing to do. Why would you book us a flight at 5:30 in the morning with a 12-month-old? Well, not 12-month-old. He's going to be 15 months old by the time we take this trip. With a 15-month-old, I'm going to have to wake him up. We have to drive to New Orleans, and then it's literally stressing me out. The more that I think about it, the more that I get stressed out about trying to pack for 3 people, making sure Ace has everything that he needs, going through the freaking TSA line. Thank God me and Justin both have clear, but I don't know if that's going to make it any easier. I just don't know. I don't know what to expect because I've never traveled with a baby in this capacity before. So I'm excited to go to Miami because I've never been to Miami, but I'm very nervous about the fact of us having to travel with a child. But it's going to be a good trip because a lot of Justin's family from Jamaica moved to Fort Lauderdale. So we're going to get to see a lot of his aunties, his uncles, his cousins, people who I've only met maybe one time, or people who I've literally never met at all. So I am excited about that. But like I said, traveling with Ace, I don't know how that's going to go. The second thing on my bucket list is to go to a festival. I feel like summer is the time for festivals, and Louisiana is so special in this way that we literally have festivals for everything, y'all. We have a crawfish festival. We have a boudin festival. We have a duck festival. We have a strawberry festival. Louisiana is the place to go if you want to go to a festival. It's a whole other culture out here that I feel like a lot of people don't really know about. But a lot of these small towns that we have, they make a lot of their money by hosting these yearly festivals. You have like cooking competitions, you have pageants that happen at these festivals, you have carnival games and all types of stuff. Like there is so much that goes on at these festivals. And granted, I've actually only been to one Louisiana festival, which was the Strawberry Festival, which I told you guys about a few weeks ago whenever we went. Even I am a little clueless to like the Louisiana fairs and festivals culture, but just know it's a really big culture and people take it very, very seriously. And I think that it would be really fun to just go to a bunch of new festivals that I've never been to before and get to experience that Louisiana side that I haven't yet. The next thing on my bucket list is I want to go on a hike. I've been hiking before. I went hiking whenever I was in California. We did Runyon, I think is what it was called. And that was a lot. I also did another one, but I can't remember the name of that trail that I went on. But I've done like 2 hikes before, and they are very strenuous. Like it is literally a full body workout. You're going in the heat of the day. Like you're trying to carry your book sack with water and snacks so you don't pass out. Sometimes you're literally walking for miles, but it's worth it because of all of the scenery and just all the nature that you get to experience. And I feel like in the summertime, even though it is hot, like this is when things are blooming, are actually in bloom, and you just get to see so much beautiful nature. So going on a hike, I feel like would be super fun. Even if you go on a hike like in a waterfall, like that way it's kind of covered with trees and there's water so that you don't get super burnt out and hot. I just think going on a hike would be super fun and is such like a staple summer activity. And the next thing I have on my bucket list is to go kayaking or canoeing. I've actually never done this before. I don't know the first thing about rowing a boat or like paddling. Like I know it takes a lot of arm work and is a very much like arm exercise, but I still feel like it would be really fun just to be on the water, and you don't even have to go fast. Like you can literally just cruise, let the boat just float. The next thing on my bucket list is visit a farmer's market. And I have been to a farmer's market before. We have one downtown, but it's just not good. Like it's not even comparable to the farmers markets that I see on social media, on like TikTok and Instagram. Ours is very, very small. So I want to go to a much bigger farmers market. I want to be able to, shop locally and get fresh fruit and fresh produce. Like I just want to experience going to a really nice and a really big farmers market to where like I'm not done with it in 5 minutes. Okay, the next thing on my bucket list is to make a Nara Smith meal. And I guess what I mean by this is to like make something from scratch. I know we all know who Nara Smith is, and she is like the queen of from scratch. And it honestly inspires me so much to want to get in the kitchen and start cooking because she makes it look so easy. Like I know it's not as easy as she's making it look, but she makes it look like anybody can do it. And I feel like I just want to try it. Like I just want to try something new and just see what I would be able to make from scratch. Like she's literally making gum from scratch, Cheez-Its, cereal. Like I don't know how she does it, and I really wish that she would come out with a cookbook so that we had instructions to follow. But maybe I will try something of like a little less caliber because she be making everything. But maybe I'll try like, I don't even know what I would try. Like I don't even know what would be easy enough for me to try to accomplish and make. But I'm gonna look on her page and see like if there's anything. Maybe sourdough. I feel like everybody is making sourdough these days, and I should be able to do that, right? I don't know. I have to think more on what I would want to make as like my Nara Smith meal, or my Nara Smith, maybe it won't be a meal, but like snack. The next thing on my bucket list is to read a summer romance. Y'all know I'm in my reading girl era, and I'm here to stay, okay? Right now, I am very much in my fantasy girl era, and I don't plan on coming out of it anytime soon because I am such a big fantasy girl. And I don't want to read anything about real life. Like I don't want anything to make sense. I want to talk about fairies and dragons and witches. Like I I want to stay in La La Land. But I do want to read a nice summer romance, and I know that there are so many good ones out there. So maybe once I finish my series that I'm on, because I only have 2 more books left, I will try and read a summer romance and get out of my fantasy girl era for just a moment. Okay. But I feel like because I'm just now like new to reading, there are so many books that I've missed out on. And I think it's really fun to kind of match what you're reading with the seasons. So just finding a summer romance book and just diving deep into summer romance, hot steaminess. Like, I want to get into it. I really want to get into it. Okay, the next thing I have on my bucket list is to do a color analysis. I don't know if you guys have seen this trend on TikTok where the girls are like taking this test or going to these professionals to see what colors look best on them. If they're like warm, cool, spring, winter, gold, silver, girly. Like, it's very in depth. And I feel like every video I've seen on it, it makes sense. Now, it could just be a placebo effect, but the videos that I have seen of girls who have like showed befores and afters of like what they used to wear versus what they wear now, like, it's actually mind blowing how big of a difference colors can make in your appearance and the way that you come off to people. So I feel like just doing a color analysis, aside from the fact that like it could help you in some way, it's just fun. Like, it's just a super fun girly thing to do, to say like, oh, I did it. Like, I'm a gold girl. I'm a warm summer. Like, I don't know. I just want to be able to know what I am and to tell people that, and then buy things based off of that. And I'm also in this phase where I don't really know what my style is or how I want to dress or what I want to wear a lot of the time. I'm sorry, y'all, this sun is actually insane. So I feel like doing a color analysis really might help me pinpoint where I need to start looking, the colors I need to pay most attention to, and kind of give me just like a roadmap to where I want to be fashionably. Next on my bucket list is to take a Pilates class. I have taken many a Pilates classes. I actually started Pilates last summer, fell in love with it, fell in love with it's not a gym. What's it called? Fell in love with my studio is the word I'm looking for. They're just so expensive. So now I don't take as many classes as I used to, because when I first started, they gave me like a first member deal and it was a really good deal. So like obviously I took it and was able to go for like 3 months unlimited at a really great price. And now that I'm not new anymore, the price has gone up. So I haven't really been taking as many Pilates classes as I want, and I've been doing more just like at home Pilates, but I love Pilates. And even if I only take one Pilates class this summer, it will be well worth it because it's just too good. Like, it is such a challenging class for me, and it's such a different way for me to work out. And it's fun. Now, it's not fun when it's burning and hurting, but it is fun. And you do feel really, really good after you finish a Pilates class. If you've never taken a Pilates class before, I highly suggest it. I actually have a bar studio that's not far from me that I've wanted to try, but I'm kind of on the fence with bar because I've heard some girlies say like, oh yeah, it's so fun, like do it. And then I've heard some girls say like, bar wasn't what I expected. Like, it's not really super high intense, which I know it's a low intense workout, kind of like Pilates is, but I don't know. Like, I just don't know how I feel about bar. I feel like bar is more for dancers and gymnasts, and I am not that, but maybe I would like it. Maybe I should just give it a try. I get to go to my first class for free, so maybe I should just try it out. Next thing on my bucket list is to plant a citrus tree, which I've actually already planted a citrus tree. A lot of these things on my list some are for me, but some are to give ideas to you as well. So plant a citrus tree. I've already planted a citrus tree. You guys know I planted my lemon tree probably like 2 months ago at this point. And I'm happy to say that she is actually low-key kind of thriving. Like, she's right outside my window and I'm looking at her and she has so many new buds that are opening. I literally thought she was dead. And then one day she just started sprouting up a whole bunch of new things, and it's been so exciting to just walk outside and check on her, inspect her leaves, inspect all the new buds, see what's new. I never thought that I would like gardening or planting or learning about plants, but it's honestly something that I've really enjoyed, and it makes me more excited to get ready to plant our garden. But I will say it is a bit of a waiting game, especially with citrus. Like, you have to wait a while for your tree to produce fruit. So I'm very impatient, so I don't really like that, but it has been fun just like watching my tree grow. And I feel like every time I look at it, there's something new and different about her. And it's just exciting. The next thing on my bucket list is to do something different with your hair. Summertime is definitely the time to get the braids, to get the haircut, to get the highlights. Okay. This is the time where you really can just explore and experiment with your hair. And it's so much fun. I am actually getting braids in a few weeks, like right before we leave for Fort Lauderdale and Miami. And I'm getting a boho bob. So last year I got boho braids and they were like literally all the way down to my butt, y'all. They were so long. But this year I really wanted something that was more manageable, something that was just very short, very cute. So I'm getting a bob. It's really not a bob. It's more so going to be like probably to my boobs or my mid back area. I just didn't want braids that was down to my butt again because that was honestly a lot. And it also made my hair fall out. Which that had to do with me being very freshly postpartum and just going through postpartum hair loss as well. And the braids with all of the tension on my scalp did not help me in the slightest. But now that my hair has grown back, now that it's, strong again, I'm very excited to get the braids and see how they turn out. So yeah, I think if you've been contemplating doing something different with your hair, dyeing it a different color, getting highlights, cutting it really, really short, summer is definitely the time to do that, because once summer is over and like your hair kind of starts going back to what it was before you did it very quickly. So it'll start growing out, and by the time you make it to Christmas, like your hair, you probably won't even remember that you did something to your hair unless you keep it up, of course. But again, I just feel like the summer is just where you can be carefree and try a bunch of new things and not feel sorry about it. Next on my bucket list is to watch a movie under the stars. Now, in Louisiana, this might be a little bit difficult because we have a lot of mosquitoes. And I get bit up every single day. Like, they don't know how to stay away from me, but I still feel like having a big projector or something in your backyard, and you have all of your sleeping bags or, a blow up mattress or whatever, and you just set up something nice and cozy outside with snacks and your favorite movie and all your favorite people underneath the stars. Like, I just feel like that would be so much fun. It is such a very Pinteresty, summery thing to do. And I want to experience it at least once in my life because I've never watched a movie outside, never even been to a drive-in before. So I feel like it would be a really fun experience. Next on my bucket list is to have a bonfire with friends. Having a bonfire in the summer, it is just a staple summer activity, okay? We actually have a fire pit outside, and it is like one of my favorite parts of the house. We are working on trying to make it look more presentable because right now there's literally just plastic chairs around it. But we want to like stone up around it and maybe get some nice outdoor furniture, maybe get like an awning or string up some lights over it or something. But it's such a cozy feeling and vibe. And then you can get like s'mores and roast marshmallows. Like, it would just be so much fun. Next on my bucket list is to go to the zoo or the aquarium. I feel like I haven't been to either of these in such a long time. And especially now that I have Ace, I really want to go because I want him to see all the animals, all the little fishies. Like, I just want him to be like, whoa. That's one of the best parts about being a mom is watching them see the world and getting to view it through their eyes and seeing like how excited they get over things, what they think is funny. Like, it's just so beautiful to witness. So I really want to take Ace to the zoo or to the aquarium. And the Baton Rouge Zoo actually has gotten a major facelift, like from the last time that I've gone to the zoo. And we have a few different exhibits, like new ones that have been there. So I really want to go, and I want to bring Ace. And then our aquarium is in New Orleans, which is kind of far. I mean, we go to New Orleans quite often, but it's still like an hour and a half, almost 2 hour drive. So we would definitely have to make a day out of it if we go to the aquarium in New Orleans. But I've never been to the aquarium there, and my sister has. But she says that it's amazing and it's like so big, and I really want to go. Next on my bucket list is to take photos with a disposable camera. I haven't used a disposable camera like ever. And I just think that it would be so fun to like capture summer memories on a single disposable camera. Maybe not a single one, because I don't know how many pictures you can take on one disposable camera. Is it like 30? Girl, I don't know. But maybe get like a few disposable cameras and just like snap summer memories so that like you're more so living in the moment, and then getting them developed obviously, and just looking through all of the pictures and reliving all the memories. I just feel like that would be like so much fun. I actually got a disposable camera in PR with Olaplex. They sent like their what's it called, Coachella package to me, and it had a little disposable camera. It's pink and it's so cute. And then they also had like a little ring light and some other stuff in there, and it was just so cute. But I was like, I can use this disposable camera to like take pictures during the summer. I just don't know where to get them developed. People say you can get them developed at Walgreens, but sometimes they don't come out that good. So I need to like find a different place where I can ship off my camera and then they send me the, even if it's not the physical copy, the digital version of the photos. Anyways, that's just me thinking out loud, but I definitely want to take some pictures with a disposable camera this summer. Next on my bucket list is to get a fun piercing. Oh my gosh, y'all. I haven't gotten a piercing in such a long time. I have 2 holes in my earlobe, and that's literally it. That's all the piercings I got. Never had a nose ring, never had a belly ring, even though at one point in time I really, really wanted one. My aunt, like my cool aunt, you know, the aunt who is the cool one. You have a cool aunt. I know you do. She has her belly button pierced. And whenever I was younger, like literally elementary school, and she would wear like these crop tops with her with her little booty shorts, and she had a little dolphin belly ring, and I always thought that it was so cute, and I always said that I would get a belly ring whenever I got older because I loved her belly ring so much. And then I chickened out and I never got one. So yeah, I don't think I would get a belly piercing because I feel like, especially if you get pregnant, like they look a little bit weird and they leave just like a hole in your belly button. But I feel like I might get a fun like ear piercing. I really don't wear my second hole very often, and it's because I don't have that many earrings to go in there. So I feel like I probably need to up on my jewelry. But I feel like I would want to get, I don't even know what this is called, your cartilage. I don't know any of the names of these things, but I feel like I would just want to get a few little cute piercings and just play around with some jewelry and some different types of looks, because I see so many girls like just jewelry all over the ear, and I love it. Like, it's so cool. I feel like I would never be able to freaking sleep on my side at night, but it looks good. Next on my bucket list is to take a road trip. Now, I'm gonna be honest, road trips sometimes they make me a little bit nauseous, okay? I don't like being on the road very often. I cannot read while the car is moving. I will literally throw up. I can't stare at my phone too long. I will throw up. I can't really eat that much because I will get sick and throw up. Like, me and road trips, we don't really go together that greatly. But if y'all saw Monet and Jalen are on a road trip in their RV, and they look like they're having so much fun. And I'm like, you know what? It could be cute to go on a nice little road trip. And they're driving 30 hours. I don't think I would ever be able to do that. But I feel like I could do a cool 6-7 hour drive. 10 hours might be pushing it, but I feel like I might be able to manage 10 hours and just drive somewhere fun and get to see all of the scenery and stop cool places along the way. Like, in theory, in my head, it sounds like it would be a good time, but in reality, I just don't know. So we might hold off on that one, especially because we have Ace, and I don't know how he would do on a road trip. But maybe one day we'll take a road trip and we'll see how it goes. The next on my bucket list is to go to a concert. Oh my gosh, there are so many people going on tour this summer. Like, why did they all decide to go on tour at the same time? I love a good concert. I love being entertained. I love singing along and dancing and just like having fun with people around me. So maybe me and Justin will decide to go to a concert this year. Who knows? The last one we went last year to a Bryson Tiller concert that was in New Orleans, and it was fun, but we were both standing up for such a long time, like our feet were on fire. So I would definitely want to go to a concert where I would be able to sit down, because I don't know how people stand up during a whole concert. Like, your feet don't hurt. But anyways, would love to go to a concert and honestly see Chris Brown again. I saw him 2 summers ago. I love him so much. Y'all can't make me hate him. Y'all can't make me hate him, okay? We're not even gonna go there. We're gonna move on to the next thing. The next thing on my bucket list is to play pickleball. I feel like I've mentioned this in a few other episodes that me and Justin really want to get into playing pickleball. Sorry, y'all. I have something on my lip and I literally can't get it. But we really want to get into playing pickleball, and it just looks like so much fun. It genuinely just looks like a good, relaxing, carefree time. And I want to do it. I see all the old people doing it and they're doing it with ease. So I feel like, why can't I do it? We have a pickleball court literally like 5 minutes away from us. So we need to get on that. The next thing on my bucket list is to make homemade strawberry lemonade, which is literally my favorite drink in the entire world. I am a strawberry lemonade whore. Like, I love a good strawberry lemonade. It is my favorite drink of all time and always will be. It is the superior of drinks. I, however, have never made it myself. I always get it when I go to restaurants, or, you know, I get like the organic ones from Trader Joe's or from like the local grocery stores, and they're always so good. But I feel like I could make mine a little bit better. So I feel like I would just want to give it a try. My sister has actually made strawberry lemonade and hers is really good. So I feel like once my lemon tree actually produces some lemons, this will be really fun to do because I'll actually have a bunch of lemons and I can just get strawberries. But for now, I have to buy the lemons and the strawberries and make the strawberry lemonade and juice them and all of that fun stuff. But I feel like this is something that I want to do. Make me a nice big old pitcher of strawberry lemonade. Next on my bucket list is to do some outside landscaping. And this is on my bucket list because our front yard is hideous. Our backyard is hideous. Our yard in general is just not good. There's a lot of work that needs to be done on the outside of this house, and we haven't even touched the outside of the house because we've been so focused on everything inside. But I really want to get the motivation to go out in the front flower bed and just make it look pretty and beautiful and nice, and plant all the little flowers and bushes that I want. Because right now it's a mess and I want it to look beautiful. I need to have some curb appeal to my house. Next on my list is to go to a carnival or a fair. Again, summer is just the time for carnivals and fairs. You know, our state fair actually isn't until like October usually, but typically we have like just random pop-up fairs around the state that have a few little rides, a few little carnival games, obviously the funnel cake, which is my favorite part. And I always love a good carnival. Like, I will go to a carnival strictly just for the vibes. Like, I don't need to get on a ride. I don't need to play a carnival game. Give me a funnel cake. Give me some chicken on a stick. Win me a little plush toy and I'm fine. I'm just here for the vibe, for the aesthetic, and to get a cute picture in front of the Ferris wheel. Thank you. No, but really, I do love rides. I feel like I like them a little bit less now that I'm older, because some rides just scare me too much these days. Like, some of the things that I used to be able to get on, I no longer can or have the desire to get on. But there are some things, you know, that I will do. I'll get on the little Ferris wheel. I'll get on the little, you know, the little baby roller coasters. But something about getting older, and especially when you have a kid, like, you realize how dangerous those things actually are, and it makes you not even want to get on them anymore. But again, like I said, I'm here for the vibes, not for the rides. Okay. Next thing on my bucket list is to play beach volleyball. This is something that we're actually doing. Me and Justin are doing a team with our friends, Micah and Leslie, and we're going to play this summer. And I'm so excited because I haven't played beach volleyball since I was in high school, like actually on a team, and like played every single week since I was in high school. And y'all know we did that sand volleyball tournament a few weeks ago, and it was so much fun. And I'm really glad that now we have our own team and we'll get to play every single week until the season is over. And it'll just be a nice little escape. You know, every Thursday night we'll get to go and play and drink and be merry and just have a good time. I say that until I get extremely competitive and then want to beat everyone and start yelling at my teammates for not playing good enough, but still we'll have fun nonetheless. Next on my bucket list is to take a pottery class. I've taken a pottery class once before and it was really fun. It's kind of relaxing. I did have nails at the time, so like doing the whole thing was a little bit difficult, and I kept scratching what was I making? A mug? I don't even remember. Oh, actually, and I forgot that I actually took pottery when I was in college as one of my just like senior electives, like get me out of here electives. And it really was so much fun. Like, building stuff from clay and like molding things and using your hands and painting them, like, it really is so much fun. So I feel like I definitely want to take another pottery class this summer and create something that's cute, like a little bowl, a little mug, something. And then the last thing that I have on my 2024 summer bucket list is to do mini golfing or go to Top Golf. I've done Top Golf, but I've actually never done mini golfing. Well, I take that back. Me and Justin were in New York one year and there was like this indoor mini golfing. I forgot what it was called. Oh my gosh. It was so cool though. And they had a bunch of just different little places for you to golf at inside. And it was food and a bar and all. It was so cool. I need to figure out the name of it. But we had so much fun. And I just feel like even though I'm not good at mini golf or just golfing in general, it's just a nice vibe. I'm all about the vibes, okay, as we can tell. But Top Golf is fun. And I like Top Golf because you are outside and they have the awning. So you're covered. You're not just out there in the blazing heat. They have food. They have drinks. Like you can play a bunch of different games. It's very challenging as well. So Top Golf is fun. Mini golf is just a classic, and it's something that even though it is a classic, I've never really done super like a lot. So I want to do it. But anyways, that will conclude my summer bucket list. I hope that by going through this, it gave you some ideas for your own bucket list, or that you just enjoyed listening to what I plan to do with my summer this year. I will not keep you girls much longer on your day off, but thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. Leave me a little review. Leave me a comment. I love hearing from you guys so much. I hope you'll have a great Memorial Day Monday, a great week, and I'll talk to you in my next episode. Bye.